Hi everyone, welcome back to the Lemon Abroad. Today I have a new numismatic video to share with you and I'm so excited. I've been waiting a long time to organize my euro coin currency, and so today I'd like to show you how I'm going to do that and tell you a little bit about the euro coins and how I've been collecting them. So to begin, if you don't know me already, I'm Greer and I live in Palermo, Sicily, which is in Italy. So we use the euro currency here. The euro currency was introduced in 1999, which is 6 years after the formation of the European Union. So this can be a little confusing because not every country that belongs to the European Union currently uses the euro currency. Most of these countries should theoretically one day join the euro, but they've either opted out formally or informally. And conversely, there are some countries that are not part of the European Union, but have adopted the euro as their national currency. There are also countries that have recently joined the European Union and they are waiting to meet certain economic conditions in their own country before switching over to the euro currency. Most of the countries that have adopted the euro as their national currency also have their own national designs. However, there are some countries that use the euro as their currency, but they do not currently mint coins, nor do they have their own national design. So I'm not going to list which countries fall into which category because as you can see, this is something that is developing and evolving over time. But just for reference, I am making this video in May 2024. And at the time, there are currently 24 countries that both use the euro as their currency and have their own national designs for that currency. And we'll talk about those designs a little later on. So first I'll say that I began collecting euro coins for the first time when I first moved to Italy to study about 12 years ago. And I remember that I had quite a few of them. I was only collecting the €1 denomination. I don't have them from that time anymore. Now I can't go back in time and have done this differently, but I think that if I had been collecting back then, I would have a lot of coins by now because I was traveling and living in and out of Europe a lot in the last 10 years. And one thing that's interesting is that when you're in one European country, you are most likely going to find the coins that have been minted in that country, the designs that were designed by that country. So for example, living in Palermo now, I mostly find Italian euro coin designs. I also find a lot of coins from Germany and Spain, but finding designs from other countries is kind of like finding a treasure. So I think that if I had been collecting throughout the years, I would have found more because I was traveling in a lot of different European countries and in major cities where there are tourists from a lot of different countries and they would bring their currency to spend there. Another thing that's different from back then and now is that the smaller denomination coins, which are the 5, the 2, and the 1 cent coins, are much less used now. I remember 10 or 12 years ago, it was much more common that you would have a lot of those in your wallet and get them back in change. But now I think that not only are people using cash less in general, but they're using this small change less as well. It's much more common that a cashier will just round up to the nearest 5 or 10 cents instead of giving you all of those little 2 and 1 cent coins. So those are also much harder to come by now. It's about to be summer here in Palermo, and so I'm really excited because hopefully I'll be able to find some more coins as people from other countries come to visit in the tourist season. So let's talk about the coins themselves. There are 8 denominations of the euro coins: the €2 coin, the €1 coin, 50 cents, 20 cents, 10 cents, 5 cents, 2 cents, and the 1 cent coin. The €2 and the €1 coin are both two-toned coins made up of different metal alloys that we can say look like silver or gold. The €2 coin is larger and it has a silver rim with a gold center, while the €1 coin has a gold rim and a silver center. The 50-cent, the 20-cent, and the 10-cent coins are made up of an alloy that is known as Nordic gold, and the 5-cent, the 2-cent, and the 1-cent coins are smaller, and they are made up of a copper-covered metal. Now, each of the euro coins has a common side. For the €2, the €1, the 50, the 20, and the 10-cent coins, it shows both the denomination as well as a map of Europe. Now, the original common design showed only the map of Europe with the countries that were in the Eurozone as of 2002. After 2007, this was changed to just show a map of Europe. As you can see on the 2 and the €1 coins, the image of Europe is on the right side of the coin, while on the 50, the 20, and the 10-cent coins, this image is on the left. For the 5, the 2, and the 1-cent coins, the common design shows the denomination as well as Europe on a globe, with the denomination on the left-hand side and the globe on the right. Now, on the obverse side, each country is able to choose their own designs. Usually the designs represent something that is symbolically important for the country, whether that's their head of state, important people in their history, important monuments or locations, or national symbols like flowers, for example. Some countries, like Belgium, will use the same design for every denomination from the €2 to the 1 cent. Others may have a unique design for the €2 and the €1, and then use the same design for all of the smaller coins, like Finland does. And then there are countries like Italy, which has a different design for every denomination. It's very interesting. You can go to the websites of the European Central Bank or the European Commission, and there you can learn about the different designs for each country, how they were chosen, who designed them, and what they represent. Some countries now have issued multiple series of designs for the different denominations. Sometimes they change the design just to update it. Other times it's because the design features their head of state, usually a monarch, and when the head of state changes, they update the coin to reflect who is the current head of state. Other times there have been new regulations issued by the European Commission, and some countries have had to update their designs in order to meet those guidelines. Both of those last two cases have happened to countries like Spain and Belgium, so now they have multiple different series in circulation. As of right now, Vatican City is the state with the most series of designs. They currently have 5 different designs, and I actually just found my first coin from Vatican City yesterday, so I was very excited to find that. Okay, so up until now, I have just been collecting these coins. I, of course, have a spreadsheet on my computer about which coins I have, but I really want to organize them into collector books just so I can enjoy them more and also really be able to see what I have and what I'm still looking for. So I purchased quite a few different books from Lighthouse, and I'm going to show you what they look like and what they feature. And I just want to remind you again that I'm filming this in May 2024. These books were purchased in March 2024. So it is possible that when you're watching this, they will have changed their designs of the books. So do be sure to look carefully on their website to see which ones are featured. But I wanted to show you the books because as a collector, I was looking for a video like this that would show me what comes with each book and how they're organized so that way I can best organize my collection. So I'm going to share a little bit about how I plan to do that now. Okay, so this is what the first book looks like. You can see it's Euro Collection 1, and there are currently 3 books that they have issued. This book features space for all of the different denominations for the original 11 members of the Eurozone, plus Greece, which was the first to join the Eurozone after the original 11. And so these countries are Belgium, Germany, Spain, Ireland, France, Greece, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, Austria, Portugal, and Finland. Now, what is interesting and what's helpful is that it has the national designs featured here. So in theory, you could find a coin and without having to look it up, you could see, oh, this is the Italian 50 cent because it has the same design. However, these books have what design is current at the time. So for example, it has the updated Belgian coin with the current head of state, not the original design which featured the former head of state. So what I've decided to do for my collection is that in this first book, I am going to put the first original design. And then I'll show you later on what I'm going to do with the updated and the new series. But I have just decided that I would like to have in this book each original design of the country, because I think that in the future, we're only going to see more designs come out. So I would like this one to have those original designs for these countries. Now we move on to the Euro Collection 2. This features the next round of countries that have joined the European Union and have either joined the Eurozone or will join the Eurozone. Many of these countries only have one set of design, so I will feature the original designs here. And for those countries, they do have the current design that's in circulation. However, some of these countries have not yet joined the Eurozone. So for those countries, they feature the common side. I decided that, like the first book, I will include the original designs, and it's very easy because I think for most of these countries, there is only one set of design right now. And even though some of these countries have not yet joined the Eurozone, have not yet produced their own set of designs, I'm just going to leave them because I'm not sure at what point in the future they will join the Eurozone, but I'll just leave the space for them when and if they do. The countries that are featured here that currently have designs are, Estonia, Cyprus, Latvia, Lithuania, Malta, and Slovenia and Slovakia. So that means that there are other countries here like Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, Hungary, Poland, and Romania that they put in here. Those countries are part of the EU, but they have not joined the Eurozone yet. And then we have the Euro Collection 3. And what is interesting about this book is that it does not have any countries listed. And so this is going to be reserved for the future. And they do have a spot where you can put different flags. And they also send you a sticker book with different flags in them. These flags are, I think, for almost every single country in Europe. I'll show you the stickers now. And these are countries that either are already in the Eurozone and are already featured in the other books, or there are countries that use the euro as their currency, have their own design, but they are not featured in the books. So they need to have their own space. So those countries are Andorra, Croatia, Monaco, and San Marino. Some of these countries, like Monaco and San Marino, they even have two sets of designs already. I think they have stickers for all the countries that are basically in the vicinity of Europe. I'll just quickly go through them because I think it's interesting for anyone who wants to purchase them. So here we have Albania, Andorra, Belgium, Bosnia and Herzegovina, Bulgaria, Croatia, Cyprus, the Czech Republic, and Germany, Spain, Estonia, Ireland, Finland, France, Greece, Italy, Latvia, and Lithuania, Luxembourg, Malta, Moldova, Monaco, Montenegro, the Netherlands, North Macedonia, Austria, and Poland, and Portugal, Romania, San Marino, Serbia, Slovenia, Slovakia, Turkey, Ukraine, and the Vatican. So now that I've gone through them, I realize that there are actually several countries that are missing. For example, Iceland, Norway, Denmark, Sweden, the United Kingdom, and I'm sure that there are others that are just not on the top of my head right now. But I think that those countries have either, the United Kingdom left the European Union, and Sweden and Denmark, I believe, have opted out. But of course, if those countries were to join the Eurozone one day, I'm sure that they would have stickers to reflect that. So what I have decided to do with this third book is that I will use this book for the countries that do not have a place yet in the other books, like the 4 countries I mentioned. And then I think that what I will do is get a second copy of this and start using it as the book for extra designs. So I already in my collection have several coins that belong to the same country but different series. For example, in Spain, there are 2 different series of the smaller denomination coins and 3 different series for the larger coins. So since the original design will be featured in the first book, I will use the extra third book to include the newer series. And then I have one more book, and this is a book especially for €2 commemorative coins. Since 2004, each state has had the opportunity to present a unique design per year. Usually these designs commemorate the anniversary of a historical event or of the birth or death of a person that is important to the country, or a special event that was occurring that year. For example, I have one €2 commemorative coin that was produced in Italy in 2006 that featured the Olympic Games that were held in Torino that year. It used to be that each country could just print only one design a year, but now they can print up to 2. Again, it's not obligatory. Not every country chooses to do so. Sometimes countries will print 2, sometimes countries will print 1, and sometimes in a year they will print none. This means that as of 2003, there are over 500 different commemorative designs. So far, I have a few of them, so I definitely have a long way to go. And that also presents a challenge in how to organize them. So let me show you what the inside of this book looks like. So here they have it broken down into different groups, and they have a small spot, if you can see, where you could put the flag of which countries the commemorative coins belong to. Let me show you up close. So they have different spots for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, for 19 different countries. And this book came with its own set of stickers as well. These stickers are smaller than the other ones because the space here is smaller. And I think that this does not have as many countries as the other one. I'll just very quickly go through for anyone who's interested. Belgium, Germany, Spain, Ireland, France, Greece, Italy, Luxembourg, and the Netherlands, Austria, Portugal, Finland, Monaco, Andorra, San Marino, the Vatican, Bulgaria, the Czech Republic, Estonia, Cyprus, Latvia, Lithuania, Hungary, Malta, Poland, Romania, Slovenia, and Slovakia. But again, I'm sure that if there is big changes in the Eurozone, they will have, of course, stickers and new products that reflect that as well. But it is nice to be able to have this space, and definitely improvement over how they've just all been stored before. When you have a collection like this, the point of it is to enjoy it. So I'm really excited that I have these books, that I'm able to arrange them in an organized way, really be able to enjoy them, be able to share them with others. I just have to add one thing. So I just finished putting my coins into their respective books, and I have to say it looks fabulous. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, it's so organized, and I'm really happy with the way I ended up doing it. I decided for the third book to just start putting any extras that I have. So I'll just show you a quick example. So far, the only coins that I had that didn't belong to another one are the second series of Spain, because of course the original series go inside the books that have their flag in them already. So this is the second series of Spain. I have a few of them. I also have one coin from the third series of Spain. Although the third series, there's only new coins for the €1 and the €2. And then I have one coin from San Marino and one coin from Vatican City. Now, what is interesting about this is that my coin from San Marino is from the second series. So I don't have the first series anywhere in any book yet. There's no other slot for San Marino. And likewise, there's also no other slot for the Vatican in any of these books. And this is actually from the most recent series that the Vatican has released. And as you remember, the Vatican has 5 series. So it might be that here I have the 5th series, and then maybe I find one from the 3rd, and it might go after. And I decided to just do this because I have this book on hand now, so it's a good opportunity to use what I have. And given that all of this is going to evolve over time, there will be new countries added to the Eurozone. There will be new series that are released from countries that are already in the Eurozone. I also don't know at what point I might collect coins from Monaco, for example, or Andorra, which are the other 2 countries that are not currently in any other book that's already printed out. I don't know at what point that I might get more coins from, for example, the second series of Belgium or the second series of the Netherlands. So many countries are releasing new series designs. So I just decided to use this book in this way. It will be for any countries that are not featured in the first 2 books. And then for countries who are featured in the first 2 books, where I am putting their original series, if they have any successive series that are released, they will go here as well. And I will just add them in the order they come, even if that means that they're not listed in consecutive order. Right now, because there's so few of them, I know which ones are here. But if it comes to that, maybe one day I will get some label stickers and maybe put them up here to say second series, third series, whatever series there are. If you want to see, currently I have the 3rd book with those overflow. In the 2nd book, I actually don't have any. And in the 1st book, I actually have quite a few. I'm actually done with Italy and Germany because they have only 1 series each, and I have all of them. And then I'm just waiting on, I think, 1 for the original Spanish series, 1 for France, and 2 for Greece, 2 for Austria. I think those are the only ones that I'm really close on. So it's pretty exciting. I'm so glad that I finally got to do this. And so I hope that this video was interesting for you, that you may have learned something about the euro currency. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Ciao!